Hold
Why?
on.
What?
Because it's time, and welcome back to another Thursday night of Hot Dog FPV Team Talk night with the Hot Dog FPV team. And hopefully soon we are going to have the loving Parker Russell joining us.
Soon.
And Copper Top is wearing a do-rag.
Copper Top's face is covered by Hot Dog FPV again.
So what's going on, guys? What's going on this week? What's happened? Anything good?
All the things.
All the things that have happened. Oh, I'm good. I've been busy.
I almost did it again. I forgot to mute the damn video, and I'm like,
That's
God, we're
fucking
talking
great.
over each other again. And I was like,
That's
oh, wait,
awesome.
it's you.
You suck at live streaming, Dave. Come on, get with the program.
Yeah, I had to turn my hat around so I don't look like I'm wearing a do-rag.
They're horrible with a W.
Why is Santa Claus in the background, Spoonie?
That's funny you said that. Amanda said something just the other day.
I may or may not have been tipped off.
I told him to say that.
Oh, man.
He's going to tell his wife right now.
Yeah.
Copper Top just said it looked like Santa Claus too.
He storms off, and all you hear is him yelling in the background.
Hey, everybody says it sounds like Santa Claus, damn it. I gotta change my logo.
Now I gotta take it down so no one can see it on the stream.
Just add a poopy emoji on, and then you can be Poopy
Yeah.
J.
Poopy J. Poopy J.
Welcome back.
Poopy J.
I told him to say that.
I love Poopy J.
Poopy J. All right.
Poopy J is like the best name ever.
Dude, I totally forgot that I changed your name, and then you commented in the group chat, and it was like, Poopy J comments. I was like, oh, shit.
Is it not? Is it what my name still is?
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
still
your name
Poopy
is.
J.
Poopy J makes me laugh every time I see it. Probably because it says poopy.
Poopy.
Oh, I can't.
See?
You gotta
Copper
laugh at
Top,
that.
your banner is all.
He called the shit
cattywampus.
poop.
He called the shit poop.
He-
Hey, Copper Top, what happened to your banner? It's
all
looking
cattywampus.
decrepit.
I was only able to get one corner
It's-
hooked.
It's askew.
It's
Yeah,
pretty poopy
here.
right now.
Can you see it better now?
Yeah,
That actually looks better.
it's
It
pretty
does.
ominous.
That's better contrast.
Yeah.
Are you working the
That
rule of
orange
thirds?
was washing it out.
No, I just figured I would represent since I've had it for a year and only put it out once.
I gotta put
Yeah.
mine back up too.
I see. It's like he's trying to work on the mood lighting, like Chris has, but
Yeah.
like on a budget.
Exactly.
Chris and shit's done on a budget.
It's like that lamp everyone had from college.
I love lamb.
Yeah.
Chris, there's
I
a
love-
ghost behind you, homie.
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
Don't turn around.
Is it changing colors too? Oh shit!
Yeah, it is.
There's a spot on the wall.
Just a
It looks like it's
Oh, the spot's. Oh, there it is.
I'm freaking out, man.
Gone.
Freaking
You're
out,
safe
man.
now.
Your connection is
Snozzberries
spotty.
taste like snozzberries.
Yeah.
He can't pull over any further. He's already pulled over.
I need to watch. Actually, I need to watch Super Troopers 2. I've been
It was
meaning to
okay.
watch that.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
The
They-
first
they
one is
filmed that by me.
better.
Yeah.
The first one's always the
But
best.
number
Always.
two, number two is worth watching. If you really
Yeah.
like number one, number two
Yeah.
is worth watching.
I liked number one. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
Yep.
They actually filmed a lot of that by me.
that's
At your
badass.
local tavern.
Actually, it's the funny thing is that's actually like a little mini church now. It used to be a cafe, but now it's like a little like I don't know what kind of church because I don't do church things, but it's a church
Well,
thing.
they do you.
That's a true.
You do you, boo.
Churches are known for doing people.
You know, the honor system.
On that note, it's fucking windy over here. How's the weather where you guys are at?
It's actually bad.
Fucking
It
miserable.
is so nice here.
It's pretty
Who
windy over here, too.
Oh,
Who uses Velcro? Really?
Uh-oh.
It's been a shitty month.
who throws a cupcake?
What?
No, it's who
What?
throws a shoe. Seriously, that really hurt.
Yeah.
Charlie bit me.
Charlie!
I don't know. Every time I hear a British person say that really hurt, that's the first thing I think of. Charlie.
Parker can't get in.
That's what she said.
He
Yeah.
can't.
Oh,
We can do it.
somebody else send him a link or something.
I did.
Parker,
I
you gotta
did.
send it to yourself.
I told him that already.
You got to send it to yourself as a text message.
Well, what about inviting his email there? Parker, send somebody your Gmail address.
Yeah, come on, G.
I think it's just parker@gmail.com.
Parker loves everyone at
Yeah,
gmail.com.
Parker loves everyone.
Well,
that
he gave
isn't
away
your
some
email-
koozies.
If that isn't his email address, I'm gonna be mad.
I would
I'm
be
alright.
with
Everybody.
If he
I'm
doesn't
already
at
mad.
least have it
I'm
claimed, I'll
already
be.
mad. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, God.
There's Kelly.
There's
Hi,
Kelly.
buddy.
He's here.
Yeah,
How's your food?
it's good.
What you eating?
It is ground turkey and green peppers and rice. Is here. Look, I can even move the camera. That.
Green peppers, rice, and ground turkey.
Yeah,
Sounds
sounds
like
healthy as fuck.
it's a meal plan thing.
a meal plan. Yeah, for sure.
Is that the awesome meal plan thing? That sounds delicious. I'm starving
So-
right now.
So I have to say, like, I haven't weighed myself in a little while, but I have I've gained some important weight. My face was super thin, and it's funny. My wife the other day, she's like, "You getting a little extra weight there, huh?" I'm like, "What are you
You calling me fat?
talking about, Willis?
and I mean, I have gained weight, but that's like I have these like wrinkles on my face that are actually not even existent right now because I've gained so much extra
That's cool.
water. Yeah,
That's how
or
you're supposed
whatever.
to do it.
I'm with you. I need to get on that meal plan too.
Yeah,
I did it for
I
a
feel
while.
it. I feel it a little bit lower.
I did it. I did that
Yeah.
exact same meal plan for a while, where I was doing the ground turkey, ground beef, fish with a vegetable or rice, and the only way I could eat it was cover it in safflower mayo and mustard.
So
And, like,
add
just
sugar.
put water. Yeah, pretty much.
Completely defeated the purpose of what you're eating in the first place.
No, those were the
So
only two
what?
things that you
So-
could add to it that wouldn't really negate what you were trying to
You
accomplish.
literally suffered through it for nothing.
There's so much sugar in
Oh, I did.
mustard
It
and
worked.
ketchup.
No, not ketchup.
That's what you said.
No, safflower mayo.
Sauce.
Oh,
Thousand
Special
Island dressing.
safflower mayo sauce.
Thousand Island sauce.
It was like a Big Mac.
This is actually really good. The onions give it pretty good flavor.
You should put some gravy on it.
Should.
I see what you did there. So
I'm just going on the vodka diet.
I like the puns. So who's been flying this week?
not I.
Lots of tiny
A
little,
little bit.
little
I
A little bit.
Video. I went and chased base jumpers with Virgin last weekend. And
I saw that.
finally got the video up today. That was fun.
That's legit.
Yeah.
I flew this last weekend. I flew my race quad and bashed it up a bit, but it was fun. Flies amazing. I kind
That
of
new Floss 3.
Yeah, I kind of tripped out on how good it flew, so that was kind of nice. You ever like build a quad and you're like tripping out on how good it flies?
Yeah.
No.
Parker.
with kids
Parker.
every time.
Parker's here.
Hey, I'm
Did
in
you
here.
say
Hey.
every time?
The love man has arrived.
Yeah. No, I said
And
with
that's it for
kids
tonight,
every
guys.
time.
Hope you guys see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I saw a forehead. That was it.
So are you on your phone, Parker? Or
You're feeding through.
Yeah, I went through the
Echo.
phone.
You're feeding through, Parker.
Yeah.
That's better.
mucho better?
Who are you feeding?
Somebody's echoing.
I have no idea what could be echoing.
Everybody talk at the same time so we can figure this out.
What's
It'll
it?
be like triple layer.
I'm not hearing our sound. I'm not hearing
Amazing.
echo.
Yeah, we all know. We found the culprit.
Do you want to get kicked off the show? Because that's how you get kicked off the show.
Parker, you're still feeding through. Are you watching the
Nope.
stream?
Mute the YouTube.
I don't even have it like on.
Something's feeding through.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can hear
the rest
the
is-
mic you talking. It's picking it up. You're sampling your desktop audio.
It's fixed.
Right.
Did
Did
it.
you fix it? Can we hear you, Parker?
Seems better.
I have like a switch on my headphones to allow me to mute it.
Are they?
But I think that's about it.
Are they Beats?
It's the Razer.
I was just gonna ask that.
I have a slightly used pair right here if you're interested.
Slightly used.
Slightly used.
They're hot dog color.
They're hot dogs.
Kinda.
Meat colored,
Yeah.
Meat colored.
processed meat color.
They're
Kind
injection
of Ben's
molded
t-shirt's kind of meat colored.
Dude, it's got a. This is
raw
the
meat colored.
confetti one.
Raw
Can't
meat.
see it. There you go.
I have
that
one of those.
That's a classic design.
I got a blue one.
It's an old one.
Yeah.
I have a yellow one.
Yellow
Yeah.
color.
Let's compare our
Oh my
t-shirts.
God.
You yellow belly.
Fear and Loathing is in
I'm
the
sporting
chat.
Kelly.
No, yeah, Chris, did you just help him? I just saw his
Yes.
comment.
Dave.
I got my team shirt on.
Hey, me too.
I got a Team 8 shirt on.
I got a
Dave.
cool concert t-shirt on.
Me
You
too.
suck. That's not FPV related. Get out.
You're off. That's how you get kicked off the stream.
I have a Harold sticker
But
on-
music's my other love.
You need to wear your company uniform.
Your company uniform.
Dude, I got
Oh,
the company
man.
banner out, man. What the fuck?
So
It's a you.
I got into trouble
Oh my
for
God.
wearing this sweatshirt at work because
Again?
Harold's a little potted. Well, I already told you guys that story.
No, like
Harold's
like a
little
year ago.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I wore the
Oh.
shirt to work, and somebody got upset because Harold's a little potted, and so my boss takes me aside and he goes, I thought we already talked about wearing your company uniform, and I go, well, technically I am, and all he did was throw his hands in the air and walk away. Like I can't even argue. with you.
You should have gone like that and then fucking walked away.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
You should have dropped a bag of chips at the same time.
He's just like, we're done here. Like he's like, I'm not even gonna have this conversation with you. Like that's it, just gone.
Hello, hot dogs. What's up, Zoe?
Zoe.
No, but Spoonie, that Bot 5, I love
Oh,
building that quad.
it's,
It was fucking awesome.
Well,
The
yeah,
Bot 5 is awesome.
yeah,
I love
because
building
it's
it,
like a
dude.
giant piece of carbon fiber with tons of room to put electronics on.
Yeah.
But there's
it's
really
cool.
not as much room as I thought there was going to be.
And you can put a hot dog FPV battery staff, which it's the Bot 5 is designed to receive.
Oh my
Only
God.
the bottom plate, though.
You insert it like that.
Only the bottom plate.
Oh, the best thing is take.
How was that again, Ben? How did that go?
Oh wait, I had it upside down.
Is it at that same speed?
Don't go down.
And take Ben's advice and bottom mount that thing. Try flying the Bot 5 bottom mounted. It flies so much better. I have not flown top mounted Bot 5 since Ben told me, dude, I went to a race and I just had danglers and just kept going. And I'm like,
Dude,
I'm gonna bottom mount
You
the
had
Bot 5.
danglers? Is that what you said?
Bomb with the dangler mount.
Yes,
Yeah.
Gamper,
Hard.
the bot is designed to run on hot dogs.
Yeah,
Totally.
Dude,
And pot.
And hey,
it's designed
And
for
pot.
it. And pot.
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Pot dogs.
Hot
Dude,
dogs and hate.
some pot dogs. We need some pot dogs, dude.
Yep. Now that's an edible I can support.
And if you build a Bot 5 and it stays like super nice, you did it wrong. Like
Right.
they're supposed to be bashed.
Yeah.
In the instructions,
Isn't that true for my
you
squad?
get the carbon parts out of the bag to rub them on the asphalt first before you even put it together.
Is
Just
that a rule?
scratch that gloss right off of there.
No, and we got it all like in form mold for him, so he's got a waterproof quad now. So,
Dude,
and
that's
you
legit.
dunk it right in the water.
oh yeah.
You
I
gotta
hit mine with a car.
I
much
flew
do you
mine
get-
with a
Hit
sprinkler.
it with a car.
I built it and then I just ran it over with the car and I went out
And
flying.
it's got the split, so he's not even going to put a GoPro on it for the time being. So
That's legit. How well did that fit in there? Like how
Not
many
very-
how many
I don't
boards
like
were
the
there?
split.
Like
Okay,
a glove.
the split is not very well thought out. Let me just say that.
Well,
The
no.
run
The way,
cam.
yeah, the way they have it to where you're supposed to have it mounted, you have to like mount it right behind the fucking camera, you know, and the ribbon cable goes up and down and like that. rather than like
right
that.
into it.
And
Oh.
so like there's like stress and you can't mount it like that, so we had to like mount it upside down, and it just was kind of a pain in the ass. That was the only problem. If I was using like a normal mini or micro cam, that would have been like one of the easiest builds. Dude, and the way like I got the VTX to mount, I put the VTX in the back, 20 by 20 holes, and I put it on taller standoffs than the FC, and then for the width off the VTX, I kind of like made a loop and then just kind of went up straight out the back. It like was super fucking clean. I was kind of jealous. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, but you won't be jealous when you have to take the whole fucking thing apart because you broke an arm.
I don't think he's gonna break it, dude. Unless he flies it over concrete, I don't see him breaking it. I really don't.
Even if you fly it over concrete.
Mm-hmm.
It's the V2, right? Is it the second run?
I'm assuming he just got it.
Yeah, okay, because I know on the second run, you see how they're right here, how that comes to a semi-sharp.
Oh, no, his are round. His are round.
Okay, his are round because this was a stress point. And then that radius that they put there pretty much completely negates that stress point.
Yeah.
So
no, it looked fucking solid.
The frame is so freaking solid. Like, this is my first one that I ever got. Like, top plates and the main plate.
And you're not easy on shit either. So.
No. And I've actually been going full tilt and then just slammed into a fence and then just dead stop. Boop! And stuck into the fence.
Is that a single bottom plate?
A single what?
Is that a single bottom plate, or it has the arms are bolted on? I've
No,
never.
it's a single plate. Single bottom plate.
I prefer it.
You prefer what, the monoplate or the arms?
No, the single
it's
plate.
Playing somewhere in the background for Parker.
Right.
Now we can't hear him.
I only have like my headphones on, which is weird.
Why do you do
The
that?
mic that's being used is this one.
I kept hearing an echo when you were talking, Ben, so I muted Parker just to see, and it totally got rid of the echo.
Anytime anybody's talking, it's feeding back through on Parker's.
Yeah.
Hey, Parker, just turn your volume down. Your earphones might be getting picked up by the sensitivity of your mic.
Yeah.
Let's try.
That's some good thinking.
Try to find a good balance.
Echo. Like a CB in your car, just truckers.
Yeah, break it.
Out your head if you can hear us.
Can I get a radio check?
I can hear you.
Breaker.
Big man, we got a rubber duck.
That worked.
Oh, he muted it. He just wants to spread the love.
That's all I need is to spread the love.
Yeah,
and I'm still getting muted.
You just gotta sit there and make heart hands.
You're good.
I got half a heart. I gotta hold the phone with the other hand.
Wait, I can mute Parker. Hold on a sec.
Just don't put him in. Well, we can't put him in timeout this time because he's actually on the show.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, where's the spammer from that week? What happened to that? What happened? We told them to share the link, and then we got the crazy spammer. But I kind of want the crazy spoilers again. What movie is it this week?
Oh yeah.
No movie. Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, I don't want that, so go ahead.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Nothing. Whoever shared it last time and got the crazy spoilers, share it again.
Oh, that dude.
Well, here,
I'll talking about Trump.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Derek.
It was Derek from his other account.
I don't know. I don't know.
So last week I posted the link 42 times.
What the fuck?
Did you really?
Yeah, and I upset somebody. And I was going to tag him this week, but I'm not friends with him, so I couldn't tag him.
You posted it 2 times last week?
No, 42.
42.
Oh come on, God. 2 times? Like, that's not even worth my effort.
I was going to say, you don't deserve your nickname, Mr. Spam-A-Lot.
Would you?
I heard you couldn't beat that record before the end of the show tonight.
You're probably right, because I'm a member of enough groups to do any more than that.
Because you maxed yourself out last week.
Yeah, well, there's a couple that I didn't post in because I might need things from them yet. But
Pick your battles wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of funny in a way because it's definitely become like a known accepted thing in the community. And there's like some groups, they expect their spam blink every week and they're kind of disappointed when I don't do it.
Right.
All right then.
So
Hey.
Well, did they get their spam link today?
No, I was working on those stupid headphones and I lost track of time.
Forget about Dre.
I can't kill it every week, you know. I mean, we gotta have a little downtime here.
You have to kill it every week, all the weeks.
I got 99 problems, but my beats ain't one.
Yeah, just
his beats are currently the only problem that he's dealing with right now.
Just go hit up Dre.
I don't know. I think the girl they belong to is a bigger problem.
Ooh.
Oh.
She's not watching.
I was just gonna say,
yeah, right.
She wasn't before, but she totally is now.
Totally is in a public forum.
Here, let me fix that.
Oops. Yeah, can you mute me? Or say anything else?
Put you on timeout. I'm not racist, but oh dear.
Anybody else do any flying this week?
Me, I did. I did.
You did what?
I went flying and I went to Die Hard RC.
Who's that?
And Die Hard RC, they had a season opener. It's their first event, and I got to take my XXX Class out there.
Boom.
And put it around the multi-GP track.
What about those motors?
Like this XXX Class?
Yeah, dude. Oh, hold up. Those motors.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Sorry, Derek. Once I muted you, I couldn't unmute you.
No, I'm unmuted. I didn't unmute myself.
From Reiner Team Von Drone. Sent out some new freaking purple Beast motors. 4114.
Mounted. Oh my god.
4114.
Nice.
Damn.
Here, let me present Kelly. It's huge.
Mounted.
Mount up.
Put it next to a regular like 2207 or something.
No, put it next to one of those like.
Or just hold up a 5-inch next to it.
Put up an 0802.
Yeah.
It's bigger than a flight controller.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
Oh, I want to put those on a 5-inch.
Right?
They'll fit.
What's
Or
the
the 666 kV.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
It looks like they'll fit if you mount them upside down.
So you're running those things at like, what, 26, 28 volts, something like that?
I'm running 6S.
Fuck.
6S.
25 too.
I heard people were doubling up on
608 said, "Can you ride that?"
Yeah, no shit.
No, but one of our friends, Jonathan, is building one that a guy wants to ride. And he had one of the motors, and I am not kidding. I held it in my hand. It was this big around.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's insane.
He has 4 of them. He said
You
each one of
just
them.
got the ESCs for it.
Right. Yeah, 300 amp or something like that.
You need to tell him he needs 6, so that way if he loses one, he doesn't die.
Yeah.
Right.
Anybody watch that Colin Foos channel on the YouTube? Yeah. It's pretty entertaining. He recently just did a electric drift trike, and he had one of those agricultural drone motors he tried to strap to the thing. Immediately caught it on fire, but still he put a drone motor on it. But it was huge, you know. It was interesting. That's why I mention it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Was he the bathtub?
No, that's some other crazy. Did the flying?
That was like in Germany, wasn't it?
He did an air bike. He did way worse than that. He strapped 2 paramotor motors on like a frame and tried to make like a bike out of that. So you know, like the huge wooden blades of a paramotor. Yeah, he tried to fly.
I watched a video about a dude making like an electric paramotor with just big old fucking motors, you know, and props.
I think I saw one of those too.
I think you put like 8 blades on it.
Yeah,
8?
did he start with one and then melt all his connectors and then go to a bunch of smaller motors?
Yeah, and he doubled up the motors front to back.
Yeah, I think the guy that I saw had like a hashtag or a pound symbol shape, and then had 2, 2, 2, and 2.
I want to do paramotoring.
Me too.
It's probably way cheaper than getting your pilot's license.
Yeah, I actually wish I got my pilot's license when I was much younger. I really wish I did.
I wish I got it at all.
And there's that too.
There's-
I would still follow it through at this point in my life if
I
I
absolutely would.
Pretty much, I figured it out, and to actually go to flight school and everything, it's like $200 a week for like a year.
That's not bad.
No, it's not really too bad.
Yeah,
it's like half my paycheck.
$200 a week, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine was
that much.
Mine was about 6,000, and it took about 9 actual days of training.
Wow.
Like 24-hour days?
No, I was there from November 22nd to December 8th, and we had like 8 total days of weather, rain, wind, or whatever the case may be. And so I would get there at like my first day. They're like, okay, it's 8 o'clock. They're like, okay, you ready to go up? I mean, like first thing. And so we went up 3 times that day. I got 3 hours in. And so the first few days I was getting, 3 flights a day as soon as I would get there. And then just like right before or after lunch, and then one right before we all took off. But yeah, I got it in all super quick. I mean, if you have the funds to just drop on it and do it, because the bad part is you commit to $200 a week, but then you have this come up or you have that come up, and then it drags out to however long, and then before you know it, you have
it's like 5 years,
30 hours, and you need 10 more. And 10 hours doesn't seem like much, but that could be, another month's worth, or you do, $200. It sounds like you're going to get 2 hours of, or more like an hour and a half of instructed wet training. Jeez. Basically, where you pay for the plane, and the instructor is probably like $40 for an hour or whatever.
Derek, I know a guy down here that does instructor stuff, and I was talking to him at like one of the Sunday fly-ins, and he was totally down to trade work on his helicopter. Just he'd tell you what to do, just give him a hand working on his stuff, and he'd also vouch for you doing that. So next time I talk to him, next time I go to one of the fly-ins, I'll see if you're down. If you want to make, it's kind of a long drive, but.
Yeah, pretty much everything is nowadays. Fun fact, I almost flew helicopters in the Army.
Damn.
I was like this far away from it, and then they lied to me about a bunch of shit, so I bailed.
Wait, you were in the Army?
Almost.
Okay.
So essentially what happened is when I took the ASVAB, I did really well. And
what?
ASVAB is the test you take, like when you go to join the
test
Army.
that lets you know if you're on the spectrum or not.
Yeah,
it's the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery.
It's if you get a smart job or if they send you to die.
Hold up. ASVAB is the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. It tells you if you're dumb or you're smart in military terms. That's it.
Okay. So
can you recharge that battery?
I did exceptionally well. And in fact, I scored the second highest that my recruiting officer had ever had throughout his career. It just so happened that this was the week that he was ready to retire. And he decided that I was going to be the gold star at the end of his career. So he lied to me about a lot of things. And I was promised that I was going to get put on a path to eventually become a warrant officer and go to flight school and all that. And within a few days, that turned into me getting shipped off to the infantry. And that is definitely what I didn't want to do. And at that point, listen, I was young. We do a lot of dumb things and wrong things when we're done. I did not handle this the right way. So what I had done is I kept blowing off my physical. And the third time I blew off my physical, they sent the military police to come pick me up. And then I just purposely failed it. So that was my story of flying.
You never actually.
No, I never.
You didn't
I'm gonna change your nickname in the fucking chat to Trump Jr. now.
Wait, no, wait, I'm not done. It was an excellent helicopter.
Instead of a gold,
it flew very well.
Instead of a gold star, they gave you a poop emoji. Vampire, thank you, sir.
Poopy Derek.
Okay, so that's the story of how I thought I was going to fly helicopters in the military. And it never happened.
That was a long story.
And now
About how you didn't do something.
If you'd like, I could get into some more of the details. Do you have any questions?
Oh, please don't.
No more.
no, we're good. Oh, if you guys didn't know, we have awesome new hats on the website.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I am waiting to ship these because we have boxes inbound so they don't get crushed. So if you've ordered one and your hat has not gone out, it's because I don't want it to get fucked up.
All right.
Like, I got you.
You heard it here.
I got you. It's for your own good.
Mine's on its way.
No, you only have a strap on the way.
Oh.
Told you.
Aww.
Oh.
Kelly's gonna.
Oh. No, you got a strap to give away, and then your hat will be inbound soon. Once I get the box.
Oh. Nice.
I was gonna put the strap in the box with the hat, but the box didn't come, so there's no hat with the box to put the strap in to send to Kelly.
There's a lot of talk about straps and boxes and cum. I mean, what's going on here? You did.
Who else?
Wait, what?
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 What? Wait, what?
What? Wait, what?
What?
Oh, this Parker. Parker, talk about the love.
Yeah.
He's
And
still
the
got the
reverb.
echo. I wonder where it's
I'm
coming from.
trying to avoid it.
Now I
It's
kind of want to know where it's coming from.
It's the echo of love.
Yes. The love just radiates.
Except
and
for
also
you.
gives me bad vibes. It's bizarre because, like, I'm using this mic here, and, you know, it's just through the headphones. I don't know.
And
But,
there's nothing playing like on a laptop, on a speaker,
well,
anywhere.
that's just it. Like, these are what I normally hook up to my computer, so, like, it's weird that there's any noise at all.
Everybody's been so mad at you in the gaming forums. Because
Well, I even use
Now
a
you
different
know why
mic. Like,
none
I
of
have
your
a different mic
TVs
for my computer.
You try
Well,
using your phone.
He's on his phone now
oh,
Why aren't you on it? Why isn't he on his computer?
because it wouldn't open the link, remember?
Why doesn't he
Remember?
just email himself?
It wouldn't
that way?
open the link, and also I don't have a webcam.
That would be it.
Oh.
I know the struggle, dude.
like a
I
cat.
know the struggle.
You can pet it.
Are you petting your muff mic?
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't been booted, knock on wood. I haven't been booted off the stream tonight, so apparently moving my modem upstairs worked.
Yo,
Yeah,
somebody help him out with that.
Man, you would be surprised by something.
Put him on timeout. Somebody needs to mute Poopy J.
What? What?
The poopiest of Jays.
The most poop of J. Oh, what the fudge? So what time is it? I have to leave at. Oh, it's still way early, man.
Right.
It's
Yeah, it is.
because we're like just over here giggling like school children.
Yeah.
I have to leave on time tonight because I have to go pick up Stephanie. She's working. I have to go.
You gonna take the rabbit?
Yeah, the lowered rabbit. I got my coilovers and all that shit on there. So now every time I pull out of the RV park, they have one of those speed bumps, but it has the raptor claws. So you can go over it one way, and if you go backwards, it rips your tires apart.
Oh, that's good.
Well, when I go the correct way across it, I'll get my front tires over, and then they go click, click, and they hit 2 times on the underneath of the car.
Wow.
So, it's not even static. It's not even stanced. It's nothing.
How's the ride though, with it being that low?
It's actually really good.
Good.
It's got adjustable. It's got adjustable ride height, and then it's got adjustable dampening too.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was able to tighten up the dampening so you didn't have that bounce everywhere. So that made a huge difference, and the shocks and struts that were on it were completely blown out. So now
Anything was better.
Yeah, steel rods in there, solid bars would have been better.
Dude, nothing
When I was
worse.
when I was a kid, go ahead.
There you go. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. There's nothing worse than an S10 pickup truck that's loaded with aluminum blocks.
Yep.
Oh, what? Lowered on aluminum blocks?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I have a Chevy Colorado lowered on aluminum blocks.
Yeah. Body drop.
Well, how's the ride quality?
It's not body drop. It's
bouncy.
the axle spacers, right?
Yeah.
They go on the.
They're 2-inch drop spacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go between the leaf springs on the rear and the axle, so that way
Yeah,
it was to lower it and level it with the front.
I actually
It wasn't like to drop it. It just because those 2-wheel drives have like that stance where they are nose heavy.
Stink bug stance.
Yes, so I put 2-inch drop blocks and lowered it to match the front. It was cheaper than bringing the front up to match the back.
Then you got to put those circle ones on top of the shock or the strut in the front.
Oh yeah, or
That's
get
what I
bigger
did.
struts. Or just
I just put those circle spacers on my Dodge when I had one, just to lift the front up about, I don't know, 1.5 inches to make it.
Yeah, it's called a leveling kit.
Yeah.
Same thing, but different.
But yours is dropped. You like dropped yours.
No, I raised mine. Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, mine's dropped.
The rabbit.
Yeah, my rabbit has dropped like 1.5 inches, maybe 1 3/4 inches. But it's definitely dropped. I can feel it.
Yeah, and when you do any kind of drop or lift suspension work like that, you definitely want to buy the right parts because putting spacers or blocks in will create the shittiest of rides. So if you try to drop it cheap, like I've seen guys cut strut springs.
It's terrible. It's a terrible idea.
You can do it, and some like show trucks, that's the only way to get it low enough. But
I totally did that as a kid.
Not done properly. You
can't afford the right way.
Yeah, terrible.
No, when I was like 19 and all I had was a Toyota something. I don't know. It was.
When you had a Toyota Tercel and a blowtorch.
It wasn't even a Tercel. It was and I didn't even have a blowtorch. You know what I cut that with? With my my dad's jigsaw and a carbide blade.
That's the better way to do it.
Got like some of those big ass bolt cutters.
That's OG, dude.
You don't want to use it. You don't want to use a torch to cut those.
No, I used a carbide blade and it took me like 6 hours.
Max Harris said he dropped the rear on his Honda Accord tonight, but that was because he was hauling a cord of wood in it.
That'll do it too.
Right.
It's a little heavy in the back.
Yeah, I've put so much in mine, and mine's pretty new. I put so much in mine that like I didn't realize that what I was doing. So I tried to load it nice and even. So I load like big round logs from where I pull them from, and then I bring them back here and split them because they stack in the bed of my truck a little bit easier. Well, it just so happens that I loaded it pretty good, and when I pulled out, like you could feel the truck like, like being drunk. I'm like, oh my god, emergency
just riding the bump
on. That was crazy. A little overloaded.
Was it tail heavy to where it was
well,
lit
I
in the
loaded
front?
it even. Like I loaded, I loaded 2 layers up by the window, and then I single layered it the rest of the way. So I tried to evenly layer it, especially more in the middle of the truck, but it was just too much.
I have a little Chevy Colorado, and last summer this guy I was doing landscaping with sent me to go get some dirt, some fill dirt.
Oh,
and I pull up to the little rock quarry here in town, and I have a tarp out, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll send the loader out." And I hear him go on the radio, "We've got a guy for so much dirt, so on." And he comes around the corner in this big ass loader, and he pulls up and looks out, and he was like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the other loader." And he comes back, and I swear to God, it was no cab. It looks like a little
one of those little cat ones.
Yeah. And still, dude, one of those buckets loaded the back of my little Chevy so low that I thought I was gonna break the springs going back to the job. Yeah. I think he put like almost a yard of dirt, like 3/4 of a yard of dirt, and it almost smashed the back of my truck.
Yeah, we put a bunch of pavers in my buddy's yard one time, and we loaded my Ranger up with the fucking bed full of sand.
Oh yeah,
sand is heavy.
Yes.
Sand is heavy. Big time. That's probably about as heavy.
Sod.
That's
Sod's
probably
heavy too.
the heaviest that you can buy.
Yeah, especially if it's wet fill dirt or wet sand.
Forget it.
Yeah, wet dirt is fucking heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Wet anything.
Yep.
Moist.
Because water weighs 8.3 pounds per gallon.
Yes. The only reason I knew that is because I lived on the second story in an apartment, and I had aquariums.
Oh
yeah, that's the reason why I knew it, because I didn't know how much my aquariums weighed, so I knew my floor could support the weight.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to check that.
And I had a thing that I made. It was 2x12s, so it spanned like 8 stringers from the floor, and then it had a 95-gallon aquarium.
Holy shit!
With like 200 pounds of live rock in it.
I can't math well.
And I was like, "Yo, good luck downstairs."
How many gallons?
95.
95.
It's almost 1,000
That's
pounds.
760 pounds.
Plus
Oh,
200
that's not that bad.
pounds of
There are
live
people
rock.
that weigh that much.
Yeah,
Jesus, there are people that weigh that much. There are 4 people that weigh that
have you
much.
seen what's in
Can I have 4 or 5 people upstairs? Can we all stand in the corner?
No, you can have an aquarium and you, or you and your friends, but you can't have it both ways.
I would rather have the aquarium.
Right.
I'll go see you guys somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Over and see my aquarium.
And I'm like, nah, I got a webcam if you want to see.
You gotta wait in the hallway. You can come in one at a time. Just rotate through.
Have you ever spilled water, Ben? Like a lot of water?
Oh yeah. Definitely, I've had aquariums overflow. I've had to pull up the carpet and had to have fans blow underneath to dry it out.
I have the worst overflow story ever. I bet it beats everybody's story.
All right, how many gallons?
Probably 1,000.
Yeah, I spilled 1,000 gallons on the grow room once.
Yeah, no, mine was at a hotel room on the 3rd floor out of a jacuzzi.
Oh, you told me this story.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
This does beat my story.
I want to hear this one. I don't know.
This beats my story.
I was in Wisconsin, and they gave me a hotel room that had a jacuzzi, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to use that thing. So I started filling it up, and then I went in the bathroom and closed the door, started watching a movie, and started getting high, because that's where the fan was, and I forgot. And like no joke, 2 movies later, this dude barges into my room, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching a movie." And then I hear a splash. I'm like, "Oh no!" And I run out. He turns the water off, dude. There's 4 inches of water in the entire room that has been just overflowing into the fucking room. And I was like, "Oh, this is bad."
And then Dave just starts giggling.
Did your $100 deposit get released or no?
No, they end up charging the card like $2,500.
His
And
work
the
paid for it,
company
though.
just paid for. Yeah, my work paid for it. I got lucky. The funny part was like, so I called downstairs. I'm like, yeah, so I'm the guy that, caused that whole water problem. He's like, yeah. I'm like, so obviously I can't stay here tonight. Is there another room? He was like, no, the people downstairs can't stay there either, and they have to find them rooms. I'm like, okay, cool, bye, click. And I fucking left. I went to another hotel.
I would have immediately called room service. It's like, fuck it, I already owe you money.
I would have been like this. I was like, yo, I'm the guy who just caused that flood. Can I get some towels?
Can I get a mop on the third floor, please?
Yeah. Do you have any sham wows? I think it's about 60.
I need ask the borrower shop back. You're good.
I didn't need a. Can I get a fan, please? Overflow stories are the worst.
Send up some napkins.
Dude, I had a jacuzzi once that got water into my hotel room, and I was worried about that. But damn, that's
yeah. I was retarded high by the time it all was over.
No, wait. All right. So the jacuzzi, you start the jacuzzi. Normally, those are in the room.
Yeah, it's right next to the bed.
Okay, so you go into
Where were you?
bathroom.
Yeah.
And you're watching movies. So are you shitting?
No, I'm just in there smoking cigarettes and weed because that's where the fan was. That's what used to be that used to be my routine, was to go into the bathroom, close the door, block all the vents, and then just have it smoke and air out. Yeah. And I would just let the fan run overnight.
And you watch 2 movies in there?
Well, the idea was to start one movie and then transfer into the jacuzzi, and I got like through most of the second movie by the time the guy barged into my room.
Oh my god!
So like 4 hours easy.
So did you get charged for the cigarette violation, or did you get charged for the?
I don't know. I just got charged for $2,500. Yeah, and I told my boss about it. I just said like
insurance. Well, if you
that's what my boss says. Like, we'll see if the company card insurance will cover it. And so I called them, and they were like, no. And so then he was like, well, see if we have any policy. And so I looked at the policies. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing. We sat on that charge for like 2 months, and I finally said, hey man, like, we got to do something about this charge because I'm about to get a late fee. And he was like, all right, just pay it.
So how did you even explain this to him?
I told him I fell asleep.
Oh,
smart. I was wondering if we were going to hear the other version.
Did he just look at you like you're an idiot?
No, not at all. I was like, dude, I was on the road for a long time. I started the bath. I fucking crashed on the thing. And the next thing I know, the dude's waking me up and I'm in a puddle.
Dude, whenever I got the bath going, it's like anytime I hear water running, it's like there's a fucking fire going.
So hold up. With you or what were you sitting on for 4 hours?
It was
okay, so you know those desk chairs? I just rolled it into the bathroom.
So you were sitting on a desk sitting in an office chair in the middle of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like the little toilet room.
Yeah.
So you were like locked in smoking bowls in solitary confinement in a hotel.
Yes.
While it was being flooded by your doing.
Yes.
Instead of opening a window.
And you didn't notice any water coming in?
Apparently, it obviously had sagged over the years from the weight because it was deeper by the by the thing. Like the water hadn't reached. Yeah, the water hadn't reached up to my level yet, but I was.
They must have had some of those heavy people Kelly was talking about. Saying.
Yeah, no, Dave wasn't the first person to do it. That's how they make the money at that hotel. So just like, we're just gonna leave some weed in the room.
Well, I'm pretty sure that hotel, when it was first built, it wasn't designed to carry the load of a jacuzzi, and some dumbass just threw a jacuzzi on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
And it sagged over time. Like we didn't break, but it just sagged because
It
was
had some
the water
moisture.
was that deep right next to the tub. It was like that deep right outside my bathroom door, and it was that deep where I had to go get my suitcase.
Maybe it was that deep right next to the jacuzzi because it was overfilled.
Yeah,
All I know is like they were bitching
I mean,
because
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
it's possible.
The only reason the
Yeah.
guys
It's
know is
possible.
because the people below said that it was pouring water down the wall.
Sick. Nope.
So you
No.
gave them an amenity. They had an indoor waterfall,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? They should have been charged for that.
right?
I should go get my
2,500
$2,500 back. You know, I've been back to that city like 4 times since then. I will not stay at that hotel.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Gee, I
should
wonder
go
why.
back and- You should go back and ask for that same room.
Yeah.
Let's see if
You
they
should go back.
remember you.
Yeah, see if they've got you like
We have his picture
blacklisted.
behind
I'm
them.
pretty sure I am at that
Let's play
place.
it.
It was
Play it
like
off. Hey, is that asshole David Hines here? I heard he flooded the whole hotel room. Like,
right.
No, walk in there,
Yeah.
go up to the front desk, and be like,
Yeah,
that-
you just got more towels.
I wonder if they still have that room there. I could go look.
You should. It's probably
Oh,
discounted for that.
Hey guys, look,
hey,
hey, Kelly.
got some of this.
I saw. Nice.
Ooh,
What
What
color?
color is it?
White.
Oh,
Is that white or clear?
It's
What
white.
is that?
Same.
What's the little purple dinosaur there, Parker?
That Parker's got?
Yeah,
What is that?
let's see your little purple dinosaur, Parker.
Piggy. Is it a dinosaur?
We can.
We can't hear you, Parker.
you're
it's like a squishy dinosaur ding ding.
Oh, I have ding dings too.
Yeah, how many?
Looks like only two. But
That's it? Just two?
this
See
is
this
the
purple?
test dog G code off the Ender 3 printed with TPU.
wait, is that squishy with using NinjaFlex?
It's SainSmart.
Oh no,
yeah, you just did a single perimeter.
How?
Yeah,
I don't know
there's no
whatever.
infill.
It's literally whatever came with the printer. I don't know what settings they used.
He just sent it.
No.
He prints like I do.
All the
Like,
settings.
It's like
Oh my
download, slice print.
Yep.
Don't even look at it. Like, I hope this doesn't fuck up.
Okay, just first impressions. It already feels better.
Yeah.
Same smart TPU is the TPU
Yeah.
that I like.
You like that shit, Copper Top?
Yes. I don't know. Do you guys like those prints that I
Dude, I'm just saying
Yeah,
I
I
have
like
not
mine.
broken
That's
one.
what this is.
I still
have not
have.
broken one.
No, I still have a couple of them. Like because I was all send me a couple of them because I break shit all the time. I have yet to break one. Knock on wood. I
So
watched
you have
Chris-
spares and you don't need them.
I watched Chris rip the bolt through the top plate of his flow ride. And
I've never done that. I've always ripped it through the
didn't do a
TPU.
damn thing to that bigger amount.
It's
Sweet.
stronger than carbon fiber.
Stronger than 3 mil or 4 mil carbon fiber.
It's
Maybe
got
not
that
4 mil.
just enough give.
2 mil.
I gotta send this to you tomorrow, Chris.
Word, yeah, it's for my neighbor. He just
Yeah.
he works at a hotel as like a maintenance guy.
Do
Right.
they have any? Do
Hello,
they have hot
Florida.
tub rooms?
Yeah, right. No, but he I guess they had a Hero 6 in the Lost and Found, and he's been like eyeing it. He's like waiting for the 30 days or whatever, and it finally came. So he's got a new GoPro.
Sweet.
What?
Yeah.
Hero 6?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's the best GoPro in existence. Hero
Right.
6
GoPro
Black.
6.
So I downloaded Real Steady Go, just the demo today. I didn't pay for it, just the demo to mess with the GoPro session, and I think you can do some stuff with it. This little beta Cinewhoop thing that I built, now that it's decased, I think the vibrations are low enough.
It's so small, yeah.
Like there's not enough vibrations on that to cause issue. I played some of my old session footage from when I ran it on my 5-inch quads.
I don't think it's meant for I think the 5-inch vibrations really mess with it.
That being said, I may end up buying it just so I can do it with this decased
I
session.
Yeah, he's got the good
Why?
one.
I haven't watched any of those videos. What's the deal with
Sick.
the?
Pretty badass. I have a clip that
Really
I did
badass.
with the original, and it took hours, days actually. And I put this. It just so happened that I flew that flight on the Hero 6 without stabilization. And so I ran it through. I went ahead because if you owned the original one, they give you a coupon code or whatever.
Yeah,
I
that's cool.
I bought it and just ran that through it. I had already ran it through the demo and it looked good, but it says fucking demo all over it. So or real steady something. And so I just bought it and ran it through, and it is like mind blowing how well it works. And it
It's
looks
pretty cool.
like
It's
what
pretty
it
rad.
looked like on the original doing it through After Effects, but the amount of time that it took to get a clip right through the original one was just insane. Not just like the editing process of keyframing, you know, subjects and stuff out, but just the rendering time that it took. I mean, I don't have a badass Mac or something like that, but it was a process. Like, and for the amount of money that it costs, like
$400, right?
it should. I got mine for 300 on like a Save 2018. It's about time for you, Ben, huh?
Yeah, my air conditioning is sounding crazy, so
But
I'm gonna go mess
yeah,
with that for a second.
it's
What?
pretty freaking awesome. So I guess what I'm getting at is, Spoonie, if you want, I can, if you find a clip that works with yours, just Google Drive it or whatever, and I can
Thank you, sir.
and send it back to you.
That would be rad.
Because it's
Heck
only
yeah.
like I think they take. I did one the other day. It was like 4-minute flight, and there was only a couple of little spots where I was like, I noticed it, but
Let me just say this: John ran it through some of his squirt footage, right?
yeah,
With his 7,
yeah.
but he did it with 120, no hyper smooth, and he said it actually looked good.
Right.
That's awesome.
You can see after the paint gets on the lens, you can see like the paint moving around.
Oh
But
yeah,
Before that, he said it looks really good.
yeah,
So I think it's the 5-inch quads that it just is. It's not meant for.
yeah.
With the 7, you know.
It's gonna change the whole game with the Beta 75X and that GoPro session, that naked session on it.
No, totally, dude. It's kind of funny, like when it came out. You built
Right.
that.
Right. Like within a day, I think I was like, this is pretty rad. I think for indoor flying, it's going to be fine, but we'll see what Warp Stabilizer does. And like a day or two later, I see a Facebook ad for Real Steady Go.
Warp Stabilizer sucks for everything we try and do.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
it's B-roll.
Absolutely.
And even then, it's like, do I really want to do it?
I've had it work.
Unless you're like using it for like high energy, like crazy movements, you know, and you're going for that. But if you're trying to get like nice, stable cinematic shit, it doesn't look cinematic. It looks.
I've had it work
fake.
for like twitches.
Yeah, for like B-roll. So if you were trying to be smooth and like you bumped your elbow or something as you were panning across, it'll get rid of that, and you won't really notice it. But anything else, you could see like it's like.
Does anyone know how much the Go app costs?
$99.
Yeah, $100.
$99. I was just thinking of that in comparison to what the original version cost.
I thought the app was badass.
Well, here's what I'm thinking is, you know, if you're just using it for like B-roll and stuff like that, you can actually get a stabilized camera now for less money than you can get the original software for. You know, something like the Osmo, and that was But
That's
yeah,
probably
$99. That's not bad. Not too bad.
Well, okay, so the 99 is for the GoPro only.
Yeah,
it doesn't work for other cameras.
No, I understand that.
But like most of us are going to use Real Steady on our DSLR for shooting B-roll. You wanted to get rid of the windy vibes you got on your cool cinematic shot that you were stoked on.
No, I know. I was making the argument for different usage of it. When you mentioned, I don't know who said that. Was that Dave? We said bump the elbow and it'll get to like.
No, that was warp stabilizer that'll get rid of it.
Right. Yeah, like John was talking about how the.
You gotta go, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry for having to cut the GoPro camera conversation short. Yeah. GoPro session. Go Parker.
Go Parker.
He gets it. Session 4. Go stabilization. That's where it's at. Just doing your quads, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Parker. Thanks for spreading the love. Sorry you had to echo.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Whatever we could do. Thanks for having me, though.
We'll figure it out one day.
Yeah, we'll have you back on again.
Yeah, and fix your crap next time, Parker.
I see you
on a PC or something. We'll get you a webcam or something. Thank everybody who joined us in the chat, and we will see you again next week. Same time, same channel, talking about the same stuff.
Like always.
Same stuff. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.